This was designed by Sabyasachi, who's probably India's most celebrated designer. He's established a hugely successful business based on kind of bridal and luxury wear. And he designed a really opulent, beautiful, embroidered gold sari that was worn by Natasha Poonawalla at the Met Gala. And she styled it with a gold bustier by Schiaparelli, creating this really amazing ensemble that's kind of very Renaissance-esque and made a really bold statement. Do you want to do it straight? It's a very warm mango, so I want you to ask. Yes. Can we have yeah? No, do you want me to look at you or? Yeah.
Yeah, I might actually ask you again, because the way that you
But I think, I hope what this exhibition shows is that shift of grace. We haven't connected it in the exhibition, so it's really good.
just
I think the sari has conventionally, for many years, been associated with the kind of passivity, a particular version of femininity, and kind of the domestic female body in the interior space. But now that's really changing. Women have always worn the sari in kind of rural contexts, including when they're performing labour and quite physical activity. But that's now turning into a sort of fashion statement in some ways. So behind me, you'll see a sari worn by a mountain climber that we've actually placed on a mannequin on the wall. And this was in a campaign by a designer called Sari, who decided to work with athletes like a mountain climber to kind of publicise their work.
And you see where I'm going with this. The saris was certainly not configured as something that was about exploring.
It's such a brilliant idea to do this.
Do you wear something?
The second section of the exhibition is called Identity and Resistance, and it's really about how individuals are expressing their own identity and their own ideologies through the way in which they wear the sari. One example is a sari belonging to the Gulabi gang, who are a group of women in rural northern India fighting for the rights of women and confronting issues such as domestic abuse. And they do so wearing this pink sari, so gulabi meaning pink. And I think the colours that they've chosen really kind of subverts stereotypes of femininity and shows that the trajectory of the sari is going in unexpected ways.
And what this exhibition does is it brings it back into the contemporary world. So we're seeing that saris can be co-opted. Yes, they're fashionable items. Yes, they're celebratory items. But they can also be worn by women who are playing cricket or riding skateboards or mountain climbing. And that's what you want to see, that the sari is having this kind of renaissance where it's being rediscovered by a new generation who value it as an item of clothing, but they also see it as a sort of link back to past generations who wore it before them.
Might seem like a crazy initiative. The richness of its texture, it's circulated, belted, worn in protest, celebration, or even on the day of peace.